am Stephen Gill and Gill Moon Geun in Korean. I changed my name to Stephen Gill when I became a citizen in 1987. I was born in a rural area called Geumsan, where it's located at the middle of the South Korea. It's a very quiet village, small village. In my high school years, my uncle who lived in that village was in Daejeon, and he told me that we had to get out of this place to be a young man. And then at that time, I decided to go out of the village to do something in the future. For the high school, I went to Daejeon, a little bit bigger city. And after 3 years, I went to Seoul, finished the college and graduate school. And I worked and studied very hard to be a standard Korean young man. And of course, I finished the military service during my college years for 2 years. And then I went into a government-owned company, and there was a good opportunity for me to go out. Working in Korea about two years, and then I was transferred to Tokyo, Japan. 2 months after our wedding, we had a wedding briefly, and then went to Tokyo with the small bags. After 4 years, I came to Korea. About 1.5 years, I came to New York again. After 7 years here, was too late to go back to Korea. Not for me, because of the children's educations. I recognized that we spent too much time here. For me, to go to foreign countries was the hope and the goal for every young man. So I couldn't lose that chances. Here in 1973, I didn't see many Korean people like now. When I left the company, I felt like I was left in the wild. I had to find a way to survive myself and then support family, of course. I studied a card store, Hallmark card store, because I didn't like to physical work. But actually, I had to physical work too. But at that time, I didn't think that was so hard. My wife helped me, and then even my children helped me. Okay.
We work there.
Work together like a family team. Sometimes I feel sorry to the children about that, but I hope they understood how my situation was. Even if I majored business school, but I couldn't even count the money. They count backwards, right? That kind of thing, like a small thing. I had a very the bad experience during my the business years. Actually, I had 3 robberies. I survived. I couldn't even tell you or tell my children. Before that, I just met a very bad robber. I was almost killed. I think they are still in the jail. I don't know. That part, I couldn't tell the people. I want to keep in my mind. Yeah. Afterwards, I just found out that that was not only me. Many other people had the same experience. For example, one of my friends who lives in Philadelphia, whose wife was killed, and I heard a lot of other stories afterwards. But that was very hard and tough for me. Even during the business period, we went to skiing almost every weekend. And that was good experience for me. I tried the duty as much as I can, even if I had very hard to support. We tried hard to educate them for Korean languages. It's not easy, as you know, it's not easy, but at least you should try. I think that's the only way to connect grandchildren and the grandparents. I still feel like have some hard time to communicate deeply with my children, even with my children. Sometimes we can express my thought 100%. Of course, children will do the same thing to us. They feel like some kind of a limit to communicate. Like we will have to try each other to get closer. I try to spend more time with younger generations. The only thing I couldn't do is that I don't want to travel a lot like before. I like Korea. Of course, I am still Korean. I listen to the Korean news every day, every morning. Listen to the Korean drama, but still, this is my country. That's how I feel now. You know why? Because my families are here.
So when you watch the Olympics and it's a Korean versus an American?
Korean, of course.
Oh,
Korean,
yeah.
Korean. Yeah.
But we do too.
I root for Korean. I root for Korean teams all the time, yeah. I am the luckiest man. Maybe in the world, I would say.
Why?
Because good wife, good children, and good health. I have no complaint. I don't have to complain. I don't want to complain.
What's one of your favorite memories after coming to the U.S.?
Coming to the US?
Yeah, what's one of the memories that sticks in your mind?
In USA, when I get the green card, and when I saw you enter the good colleges, and then have a grandkids.
In that order?
In that order. I'm sorry, nothing to relate to my wife, but my. I'm trying to be honest. My name is Stephen Gill, Gill Moon Geun in Korean. This is my Korean American story.